want to know the secrets to being unstoppable? Stay tuned. I'll share it with you when I come back. Welcome back. I'm Pamela Sylvan, the Mojo Maker, bringing you another hot Mojo tip. Mojo Factor. As well, I'm a publicist helping clients spiral up their message and get out in front of their precise audience and making sure that they are unstoppable, bodacious, courageous, and highly confident. So let's talk about being unstoppable. It's a word we sort of bandy around and we think we know what it is and we think it's, that whole thing about false bravado, but it's not. Unstoppability actually is a lifestyle choice. It's an ethos and an essence we take on as our message out into the world by what we do, not by what we say. So, how do you become an unstoppable person? Actually, there's a whole series of things that I talk about in some upcoming training I'm putting together, but right now I'm going to give you the top 3 things that I believe will help put you on the journey to brave and bodacious unstoppability, okay? First of all, you got to forget about society. And what I mean, I don't mean jump out and go live on a mountain somewhere. I'm talking about forgetting what society has been saying to you as to what you should be doing. Isn't it interesting how everybody knows what you should be doing, what you should be thinking, what you should be working at? Only you know that. And as a mom, and I have actually an adult daughter, I have this thing in me about what I believe that she would be good at and what she should be doing. And her idea is of what she should be doing is totally opposite to mine. So I get what it is to let people make their own choices and everybody else has to stand down. Don't be that person that lives up to somebody else's expectation. Live up to your own expectation. It takes brave souls to do that because we feel if we break away from societal norms, society will forget about us. Life's just going to be hell if we basically unplug from what we call the matrix and you go live your life on your terms. But that's part of fueling yourself up for unstoppability, is doing your thing your way and putting all your love and passion into that exercise. Number 2, you have to dive deep inside yourself, and this sort of links up to pulling yourself away from those societal norms. You need to make that deep dive and understand yourself, know thyself. If you've been watching my videos, I'm always talking about that, to know yourself. It's to go in there and understand how you were designed and how you particularly operate. One of the things I've discovered as I've been doing my internal work is that I'm different from a lot of people. I don't move and think the same way, and a lot of the times I find myself by myself because of that. And I used to be very anxious about that. Oh my gosh, I'm always over here by myself, or I'm thinking differently, and what are people going to think? But you know what? It doesn't matter what people think. It only matters what I think and what I like to do and what makes me come alive and feel good. And that's that part of that whole deep dive situation, is that you're going in and understanding you regardless of what everybody else is doing, and discovering what are the blocks in your life. What are the things that you really still have to let go of that's keeping you back from living an unstoppable life? Are you still afraid of what people think? Are you still afraid of taking chances and risks? Are you still afraid of going after your dream? What is it? What's the thought that you have about yourself, that you're unworthy, you're not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not, all that stuff has to move out of the way in able to live an unstoppable life. Okay, so deep dives, all right? Forget about society, take a deep dive. And number 3, you got to be able to fuel all this. All this takes energy to do that work and dive deep. So exercise and eat well. I mean, I'm not a nutritionist or an exercise guru or anything. All I know is that when I do those things, I feel unstoppable. The endorphins start rising, and I'm just on top of the world when you can see it, right? My clothes start fitting better. This top, I haven't been able to make it fit good in a long, long time, and it's now fitting good. I had to actually say, hey, what's going on there? But you know what? All that comes from extreme self-care. All that comes from being an unstoppable person, and this is what you have to do. So these are just 3 points I'm bringing to you today. There's a whole bunch of them that you can onboard, but small steps, Get them into part of your daily routine, and you'll see your life expand and turn into this beautiful grand design as you work towards being unstoppable. Okay? So I'm Pamela Silva, the Mojo Maker, bringing you another hot Mojo tip. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I think there's a button over here somewhere. Or follow me on my blog at PamelaSilvan.com. So go out there, people, and be unstoppable. Bye-bye.